It's another day and we're awake and it's time to bed. Welcome to the show. Whoa, look at all those fine homies and players up the chat. So good to see you all this morning. Everybody's rising and I know you're shining because you're here. You're hanging out with Schwartzy and the Schwartzy booth. It's our little band we started, and it's a little band we have every morning. We jam out, and our main song, our number one hit, that chart topper, I'll tell you what it is. It's positivity, it's interviews, it's segments, it's Rattlocke, it's everything. This is what we do. We wake up, we get acclimated, we help each other get going in the morning, and it's our little show, and no one can take it from us. Or at least I think they can. Well, I think it's about time to get started with... Get out! What am I doing? What happened to my chair? That's just silly. Let's get that chair. No, we can't start the show unless I'm comfortable, unless you're comfortable, unless everybody's comfortable. The dog's running around. Let's see if he's comfortable. All right, let's switch up the mood a little bit. You know how this goes. That's nice. Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. All right. Let's get... There you are. There's that sweet punum. Oh, we've got a full-blown show. Look at us. Look at us. Let's get to that chat. Let's make sure my homies are having a good morning. I'm gonna take it from the back. That's right. I'm a gentleman. I'm going to take it from the back. We're going to start at the end of the chat. The beginning of the chat is what I mean. Good morning, Donald. First one in the chat this morning. He's usually got a lot of you beat. You all got to raise old Donald Allen skis into the chat. Donald, good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Good to see you. Got my coffee. Got my green stuff. Got my other green stuff. Good morning, Jackie. Hello. Miss Jackie, how are you? I know you are celebrating your son's birthday today. Can everybody in the chat wish Jackie's son a very happy birthday? We'll throw some happy birthdays up there in the chat. Let's get it started up good for the little man. You know, that always helps. Hello, Tony. Good morning to you. I know you all are very excited. You tuned in for the Rattlocke. I know, Tony. That's okay. We all know why you're here. You're here for the Rattlocke. No, thank you for joining us, Tony. It's so good to see you, homie. It is so good to have you here in the mornings. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let's see what we got there. There you go. Donald's having a great day. Donald's having a great day. That's so nice. And good morning to Dano Mac. Dano Mac. Edge of their mind, Dano Mac. So yeah, I'm going to start using the new podcast. We have to get you all acclimated. There's about to be a new dog in town. That's right. Dano Mac with his new podcast, Edge of the Mind, talking about their mental health. I have a wonderful story I wish to share with him when he gets that all up and going. I cannot wait. We're so excited. Good morning to you. I do not know, but Fahim, I hope you have a good morning, Fahim. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Yes, a good morning to you. You deserve a wonderful morning. And thank you for joining us wherever you might be located. I know the translation is off in the chat, but I know. We know. And Major Sammy, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Wherever you might be, whoever you might be, thank you for joining us. It is a pleasure to join with you in the mornings. And we all get awake together. That's so nice. Good morning, Roger. Good morning to you. Good morning to Roger. Remember, thank you, Donald. Donald, you want to be a producer? I almost forgot. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. If you're enjoying the show, depending on what platform you're on, if you're watching me on Facebook, don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to react to the video. If you react to the video, at least that helps me out. And if you're watching me on Twitch, don't forget to give me a follow. That is my most preferred platform. Thank you so much for those of you. We have a wonderful Twitch audience today. Please don't forget to follow me, heart, react, and all that shit. And if you're on YouTube, we love you on YouTube still. Please subscribe to the video, but also like the video. If you think I'm dog shit, even you can even thumbs down it if you really want to. I guess it helps. Whatever, no big deal. Just react to the video, like it and share it and subscribe it and turn the notifications on. It helps me out. It's free, it's dope, it's fresh. All the kids are doing it. So should you. Right? Right. Thank you, Donald. Joe, yes, it's time for another morning with Schwartzy and the Schwartzy Poos. Hello, Schwartzy Poos. Joe, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I hope you are well today. It's so nice to see you in the chat. What a wonderful day you are about to have. It's going to be good for you. I know these things. Joey! Hello, Joey. Good morning to you. I hope you are doing well. Hollywood World of Sport. Go follow my homie at Hollywood World of Sport. He's got wonderful content. What it is. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me on the preferred platform, Twitch. Oh, look at that. We've got a record-breaking audience. Look at this. We're kicking ass this morning. Yes. Yes, Queen. Oh, there's some birthdays. Happy birthday from Donald. Jackie, incoming. Happy birthdays. Happy morning. Happy birthday from Donald. Mikey giving you happy birthday. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that, Jackie. Little man gonna have a nice day. Look at that. We got some happy birthdays in the chat to your little man. Happy birthday, Mike. Thank you for wishing Jackie's little man a happy birthday. That's so nice. That's so fantastic. We appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. You're a good soul. Good for you. Thank you for spreading love and positivity across the universe this morning. Good on you. Good morning, TJ. Good morning to you. And I always think you have cowboy hat on. That's how I see you every day. You know when you have an image of somebody, like we all know we see somebody, our friend or this or that, but there's an avatar in our head of like, this is what they always look like. You always have a cowboy hat on, which is stunning. Very Burt Reynolds skis. We love Burt Reynolds skis. Very Burt Reynolds skis of you. Thank you, TJ. Oh, my Brokowski. Hello, Brokowski. How are you this morning? Joining us. One of the boys from Pro Wrestling Edge. Nice for you. Love to see you in the chat. That's so nice. That's so fantastic. I'm looking around. I think all I've got are dabs. Well, if I see some moo cow, I might have to take a dab. We'll talk about that later. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning to you. Look at this chat is kicking. This chat is kicking. There are so many people in the chat. I have to take. All right. So You're going to have to bear with me because I got to do this. I'm going to get back to the chat. Good morning, Tyler. It's so good to see you. We're going to get back to Tyler, and then we're going to go down and finish the chat. But I could not do this without all my wonderful sponsors. I could not be here without all my wonderful sponsors. These people that go out of pocket for Schwartzy to say, I love your bullshit, Schwartzy. I support what you're doing. I really believe in what you're doing, and I want to encourage you to wake up for all these people. And it's really that. My sponsors, they believe in me, and that means the world to me. And this is no bullshit shit. Homie, when you believe in Schwartzy, it means the fucking world to me. So thank you. Anyway, I'd be terrible on an actual TV show. Pro Wrestling Edge, the homies, the baby boys, you know you love them. One of my favorite podcasts, like I said, not to just listen to, but to be a part of. They talk about pro wrestling all over the Midwest. They do interviews. They talk about sports. Dan O'Mac about to drop that new hot shit where he talks about mental health, Edge of the Mind podcast. That's right. You can check out all their links below. You can follow Pro Wrestling Edge and look at all the things they've got. They've even got a wonderful set of merchandise on them over at the Brainbuster Tees. So why wouldn't you head on over there? Give them a look, give them a listen, follow them on all the major podcast platforms. You won't be sorry. You'll feel like you're hanging out with the boys. It's kind of like Top Gun when they're playing volleyball, right? Right. Not to mention the Midnight Snuggie Hour. Sean McMahon and all my homies. Oh my goodness. I love you, Sean McMahon. Thank you so much. Always supporting Schwartzy since day one. But for real, head on over to Google Podcasts, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. It's a wonderful podcast. They talk about entertainment. They've got a wonderful bunch of episodes already there for you to listen to. You give them a listen, you click that notification, and when the new episodes come on, which like I always say, Schwartz is going to be a part of those. They'll be notifying you. You'll be sitting, chilling, not doing shit. You'll be like, oh, I was just notified. There's some new episodes. And you love to see it. Right? Right. Also, if you want to support the show but get a little bang for your buck skis, that's right. You can head on over to Brainbuster Tees and check out our t-shirts, our sweatshirts, our little hoodies. They got a nice little fleece lining to them too. No bullshit. They got good stuff. And then you can also get yourself a little mug. Put your little coffee in the mug. Put the coffee in the mug and you shake it all up. That's right. Enjoy it. You can support the show like that. You can also head over on his own separate link to Rattlocke Eat Shit t-shirt. You can get his own. You got to go into Rattlocke's Brainbuster Tees. We got a link for that too. Don't worry. We make this easy. We know you're smoking a little weed, so it's okay. Don't worry. You can head on over there. You can support Rattlocke. It helps him pay for the shit he puts in his mouth, and you love to see it. You love to buy it, and you can wear it and support it. If you want to, you can always sponsor the show for $25 a week. You sponsor the show, 4 episodes at least, and anything I add, any streams that I add in between, you automatically sponsor. It's a week-long sponsorship, Sunday to Sunday, Monday to Monday. I do it for you. It's all good. We'll make it work. But $25 a week, we got you. Or if you just want to kick a couple of bucks to the show, just let me know you're there. Give me a little pokesky. Let me know you're, give me a little digital slap and tickle. You can head on over to our PayPal. You can also head on over to our Cash App. You can head on over to the accoutrements, kick us a couple bucks, put some coffee in there, make sure my wife doesn't push, make sure I don't fall down some stairs. And, that helps out the show too. We greatly appreciate you. We love you for it. And you can also book Schwartzy and find him at all of his social medias. Look at that cute little tushy. Look at that tushy. At Schwartzy at all my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Haha. Or you can also book Schwartzy. That's right. I'm also ordained. You can have a wedding by Schwartzy if you're so inclined. But you can book me for all your events at bookschwartzy@gmail.com. Now we can go back to chat. That's a big chat. That's what she said. Oh. 2 pieces for the Schwartzy of cake. No, I cannot have cake. When is brother going to eat shit? Good morning, Drew. Good morning, Drew. I don't even know. This is an interview today. He's going to be, hello, I'm Rattlocke, and this is my life. So, he's not required to eat shit today, Drew. That's right. Look at all those people on Twitch. I've got a huge Twitch audience today. Thank you so much for joining me on Twitch, Tyler, Danomag, Cedric. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm going to go back to your comment, Dan. Don't worry. Good morning to you, Cedric. I hope you're doing super. You recorded the first episode of Edge of the Mind. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I don't know. Is that available now or did you just record it? Let me know. Tell me. I want to know if I can go listen to it. My Twitch is back. The place to wake and bake. Thank you so much. There you go. Happy birthday to the little dude. That's right. We're wishing Jackie's little man a happy birthday. So maybe you can clip all these together and show it to him on TikTok or some shit. We're doing our best. But happy birthday to the little man. Jackie says thank you. You're all amazing. What's strange you messing with it? Don't talk shit. No, I'm always, I think we've got Kush Mints. We're rocking the Kush Mints this morning. Are you all putting moo cows in the chat? Like I'm going to do something about it? That's right I am. You're damn right I am. We're dabbing on a prayer. Look at all these people in the chat. I hope you're all doing super well this morning. Yeah, switch to YouTube, Mike. Thank you so much. The ZABADAS, the homies over in the truck at ZABADAS Network. They know Rattlocke's coming on, so you know. I like to pretend that we have a cast. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but it's funny. Clearly, it's just Schwartzy and Rattlocke sitting here doing everything. But sometimes I like to pretend. I need sound bites. Some laugh tracks, some clapping. Oh, that'd be so nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Have some clapping. That dab is for you, Mikey. Oh, goodness. Let's get back to that chat. It's the pre-show. Smoke one for True Drip God Schwartz. Yes, True Drip God. True Drip God. Yes, that's me. Kill or be killed. Want to see Rattlocke eat horchata. He'll probably dip it in poo too. Rattlocke does have a cool purple shirt. Remember, you got to support the homies. If we are here, you don't have to, you know, if you don't have the coin, just watch it. Here's the thing. There's so many ways to support. Like I said, you can sponsor us and you can kick us a couple dollars on the Cash App. You can buy the shirt, but you don't have to have money all the time. You don't have to, it's not required. There is free support that comes back to Schwartzy and comes back to Rattlocke tenfold. If you, like, we call these our preferred platforms. When you watch us on these preferred platforms, we get monetized. And eventually, they have to give us money for our bullshit. They have to pay us for our views. So when you watch us on those things, when you go to YouTube, when you go to Twitch, Facebook, they do it, but it's very, I need a lot. They're Mark Zuckerberg, you dick. I'm good. They're going to cut my feet for that. Mark, please monetize me. Please monetize me like one of your pretty French girls. Oh, go away, Rattlocke. I didn't play your intro. Look at Rattlocke just adding himself to the show. Clearly, Rattlocke's on the show today. You all got a sneak peek. Fuck. We are unprofessional. So, if you were going to donate to the show, sponsor, think before that moment. We got it together. Oh my goodness. We are dabbing on a prayer. Schwartzy's dabbing, but he caught that one, didn't he? Donald Holland, I saw a big announcement for toughest broad in the business. Randy West. That's right. That's right. Should be at RPW. We should talk about that. But before we get into that, we should always acknowledge the good homie. What good homies? I'll tell you what good homies.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling, the newest and hottest pro wrestling company in the Midwest. Featuring today's hottest talent and the wrestling stars of tomorrow. With hard-hitting and high-flying action. And a reputation of the high-stakes world of deathmatch wrestling. Join RPW at our monthly live events. Or stream us anytime on iwtv, the internet's premier streaming service for independent wrestling. Join us for all of the ruthless action.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling. It's not just a style, it's a lifestyle. Capiche?
Yes, our homies are at Ruthless Pro Wrestling. They have an event coming up at Villa Park, Illinois, here in February. They just announced Mickey Knuckles versus Randy West versus Madman Pondo versus, I believe it is Neil Cutter in a four-way. Why is this happening to me? Buckets of blood. I'm making up the name, but this is realistically what we know it's called. Why is the Jesus? It's called Jesus. God bless America. All the Jesus death match, and it'll be worth the price of admission alone. Riding their coattails will also be Schwartzy. Schwartzy will be riding their coattails. This is the only graphic I have right now. I have to get more graphics up. Next week, I'm going to put them all up. We're going to run down the show next week for our good homies at RPW. But RPW Code Orange, you can see Schwartzy's bitch ass standing hot dogging. You can see me stunting and hot dogging. That's what I do. You can also catch me stunting and hot dogging at Generation Championship Wrestling. That's right. I'll be at Generation Championship Wrestling. I will be there this weekend. I will be there on Friday, and I will be taking on Storm and Nova. Storm with their small legs and Nova with their small wiener. I will be taking them on. They don't think they're taking me on. Let's talk about it. Let's shoot. Let Schwartzy shoot for a second. I watched both of your promos, and you two brushed Schwartzy off. What? Stupid assholes. Both of you. No. You both brushed Schwartzy off hard. Like, for real, you both were shooting here, boo-boo. You both decided to say, Schwartzy, no hard feelings, but you're in the match and I'm throwing you out. Or, you put ranch dressing on yourself and da-da-da-da-da. No. And then you say, I'm going to talk about this show. Fuck, bag of dicks to you.
Why does it keep doing this?
To you both. Go away, I'm talking shit. Rattlocke just learned how to use the switchboard. No, bag of dicks to both of you. I'm going to tap you both out so hard. I am going to hurt you. I am a master technician. I know my way around the human anatomy. It's like I know my way around a dab rig. So torches up, bitches. Torches up. You can also find me at C3W. You can find me there. And that's Sunday, the 13th. My numbers is all crazy the first thing in the morning. You can find me there on the 13th. Myself, that wifey extraordinaire, the baddest bitch in the business, Randy West and myself will be tag teaming up on Valentine's Day. That's right, for a Valentine's Day style beating. We're going to duo. We're not doing swapping. No, that's right. The only thing we're swapping is rights and lefts because we have the Savage Gentleman. Ooh, with the stupid hat and the goggles. You know how I feel about goggles, homie. They just don't work. I'm going to have to show you their way because you want me to show you their way. That's right. And Lady Frost, like I said, you might think you're cold. Oh, look at you. You stand in the snow. No, homie. Let me tell you right now. I've got one cold bitch standing right next to me, and I'd have it no other way. There's only one broad you want in the trenches with you, and her name is Randy West. So you better come bring it. You better bring it all. You better bring the thunder. You better bring the lightning. Rattlocke doesn't wear goggles. He wears safety provisions. See what I did? Yes. That's right. He wears safety provisions. You know what, Donald? You're right. Brendan Kirk is doing, well, no, Brandy and Casey Kirk. It's a couples thing. When you're in a couple like I am, you cannot, when you've got the lady that throws haymakers. Brendan Kirk and Casey Kirk, you are throwing the couples, the Kirks, fuck the Kirks. You are throwing an invitational in July. You could be like the rest of some of these cocksuckers and sleep on Schwartzy and Randy West. That's cool. You can sleep on whoever you want. You can take that hot nap. You can curl up. But you're going to realize that when you do wake up, you are living a real nightmare because you have missed out on all that money, all that good, all that hotness, all that smoke. That is Schwartzy and Randy West. Oh, look at this guy. This guy will tell you about investing. We've already got our first. Bye-bye. We've got 2 blogger user. We've got somebody that. We've got someone trying to sell everybody stuff in the chat. Rattlocke. We're having a little trouble with Rattlocke this morning. So I was just teasing. We're actually just having trouble getting his feet in here. But we have all of you. We have all my homies. Hello. No rest for the wicked. No way. No rest. That's why we're all up. That's why we have all these homies. Look at this crowd we have here. We've got, Rattlocke's got his shit fixed. Isn't that nice and isn't that fantastic? Let's finish up these comments here. Let's finish up all this. Can brother eat some shit? True. This is all. I told you, there's people that they're just here for their Rattlocke. We have a good show today. We had a guest cancel on us. Schwartzy had a guest cancel on him. Don't you know? It's all good. Happens. Not the first time. We winged it the last time. No worries. We figured it out. We actually have something that's happening later, tomorrow and Monday. And this was a perfect time because you all have questions. You all see Rattlocke eat shit all the time. So what a perfect time to have him on the show. We ask him some questions. Get that out of the way. And we'll make our major announcement at the end of all that. And if we're all into it, the show will keep going. And if the show dies down, which means I've done my job. See, when the show dies down a little bit towards that 10, 15, sometimes 11, I've done my job. We're all good to go. The day has started. I've sent all the homies in the world. So, yeah, they can't. They can't have one without Schwartzy and Randy. Why would you have one without Schwartzy and Randy? Why would you even? The dude selling shit after me the feet. Yes. Did. Sorry. Am I the dude selling shit or were you talking about homies selling? I don't know. I'm trying to follow. Everybody's got a prize. There it is. Vinny Rattlocke is a legend in my book, Classy, not to mention the guest identity that canceled. Listen, I'm not throwing shade at people that cancel. Everybody has real life. So, no shade. None. People have real life. People have real shit. We don't hate on that. I let people You have to just understand. You don't know everyone's situation, so we don't throw shade as best we can. I appreciate you, but we cannot throw shade. I feel bad now. Look at me, I'm guilty. Is brother going to eat shit while you ask him questions? Jesus. Don't forget, if you enjoy what you're watching right now, before we get on with our guest, if you love what you're watching, if you hate what you're watching, like I said, you can rib everybody on your timeline if you hate this and put it everywhere and share it. Please like and subscribe to my video. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, subscribe, put on the notifications. If you are watching on Facebook, please share the video. Please react to the video, all that good shit. If you're watching on Twitch, I love you so much for watching me on my preferred platform. Thank you so much. Please heart the video and give me a follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Come over and let's do the drugs. Bye. Oh, you can't do it like that. What? Who's ready for my guest? Who's ready for a little Rattlocke? Who's ready for a little Rattlocke? I can't play his intro, but I can turn this music down. Turn off music. Rattlocke!
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Was having some technical difficulties earlier. Every time I was trying to just come on and calmly wait, it just kept plastering my face up there, and the only way I could think to do anything was to turn off my cam and mic.
We call that a run-in. You are doing a run-in.
I was coming in for the hot tag. So.
I've seen you take a hot tag. It's lukewarm, actually. You when Rattlocke's involved, it's a lukewarm tag.
Vinny Mania is running mild. So.
Love it. Rattlocke, our guest canceled today, and in a pinch, you are a man of many hats. You have
many goggles, actually. Goggles, Schwartzy.
It'll get you nowhere.
Yeah, well, even if the goggles
they're called safety. You wear safety provisions, okay?
These are actually a pair of 1912 Wilson protective goggles.
Oh, those are nice. It looks like you mugged the penguin on their way to the bank and took his glasses. It's very nice.
I mean, he owed me $20.
Over $20?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. Well, Vinny, today you're the guest of the show. You have been involved in professional wrestling for quite some time, actually.
Yes.
And not too many people know because you've just kind of been popping up. Wrestling, we just got Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We just got all these accoutrements. When people like us got started, there was flyers, hotlines, God. At best a MySpace popped up at one point, and you had to look at comment sections.
MySpace was insane for me. MySpace was, back in the day, that was my thing. It was learning code and whatnot, and just that's the one thing I missed between MySpace and Facebook was you could fully just completely design your page.
It's
because
true.
They were dumb enough to let you mess with the code.
Nick Braun in the chat, he said hot sheets. We had hot sheets, the dirt sheets. We had to go to the website. You'd call it nodq.com right now, but it used to be called, Vinny, if you remember, wwf.wcw.com.
Yep.
And you'd get all the reports from each one. Wild. But tell us a little bit about how you got started in professional wrestling before this gets away from me. Well,
I got started back in professional wrestling. I got started around 2001. But before that, I actually, our high school had a high school funded backyard promotion. It was a trampoline promotion called Professional Championship Wrestling. And I wasn't allowed to be
professional. Keyword.
Yeah. I wasn't allowed to actually be on the show. They let me do commentary.
Jesus.
And I was so distraught over it that we planned something where I gave one of the backyard wrestlers a bulldog. And I remember I'm there, 17 years old, being reprimanded by the kid's house's parents about how much damage I could honestly be done to him after they had just jumped around on a trampoline with barbed wire and thumbtacks. And I was like, okay, I got to show these people because I constantly had people like, oh, what are you doing? Like I walked around with the Cactus Jack shirts and have a nice day and everything like that. He was one of my heroes growing up. He was the Cinderella story for me. And I was like, if somebody like him could get a championship, and I looked down at my physique and I'm like, I'm a shoo-in. But no, so the fact that everybody was constantly telling me it's something you can't do, it just drives you more. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. This is my life and this is my universe, and I will control my universe however I feel. So I ended up right out of high school. What really actually wanted me to it's a little bit of a lengthier story. The reason why I wanted to become a professional wrestler, the thing that honestly convinced me to become a professional wrestler, was Nate the Spider Webb.
Oh.
I went to a show, an armory, in which he wrestled in a match. First time I ever saw him. I'd never seen independent wrestling before then. And they had Soul Taker, Indiana Kid Jr., the Black Widow. And out of nowhere, you see this guy coming out, and they're like, Nate the Spider Webb. He had a blue shirt, little spider on the center of it. And just watching him flying through and everything. And they're like, yeah, somebody in the crowd was like, he's only like 18 years old and stuff. And I'm 16 going, man, if I could really put to it 2 years, which I'm almost 40 now, there's no way I'm around his level still. But I remember getting him to sign just my random t-shirt. And I looked at him, I was like, I'm going to be a wrestler someday. And he just went, cool, and walked away. And I was like, I know he probably just gets that from everybody, but I swear to God, it's going to happen. And my father called that promoter. Fault. Yes. Yes, it is his fault. But no, my father called the promoter of that show. And the promoter told him that we had to come up with $600 cash as a down payment for my training. And after we did that, we would come that summer for the training regimen and start it. And as soon as we paid off and he felt comfortable, he would give me a couple matches. And after that, I would go off to whatever. So we came up with the cash. And then 3 months later, we showed up, and the person, the promoter, had said that not only did he not receive any cash from us, but if we were to argue with him, he would have the cops remove us from the area. So I was
wrestling.
I was a little disgruntled at the time, but then I found out that there was a promotion in the county I was living at that was also starting to train. And at that time, they were known as Midwestern Championship Wrestling. And you will know them now as New Era Wrestling. And I went there. I did I found a way to pay for my stuff through busted items, because the guy that was taking my money was taking money on the side without the rest of the promotion knowing. I didn't find out about that until later. But it was like I trained for 6 days before my first appearance at a show, and it was Ichkoma Weeder was wrestling the Bouncer. That's how long ago this was.
I see Itch actually works right around the corner. I see him at our local gas station actually quite often.
Does it still got green hair?
No,
all the chemicals in the pool.
No,
but no, I trained with Bobo Brazil Jr. and trained for 6 days, and he was like, so do you want to wrestle at the show? And I was like, no, I don't think I'm ready. And he goes, yeah, you're ready. Or it was Bobo, yeah, you're ready. And I came up with the name Reficule, which was the reverse of Lucifer. And because he was the messenger, he was supposed to be opposite of evil. And I went out there and got thrown over the ropes into the gravel. And as I was trying to make my way back to the little circus tent where we were changing, I actually had 2 kids stop me and ask me as I was taking off my wrist tape if they could have my wrist tape and sign it. And it just blew my mind. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm actually here, and I want to do everything I can to stay here.
Absolutely. Those are big moments for us.
And that's
really,
how it started.
People don't realize it.
I mean, because then right after that, about 2 weeks later, I was working for that bouncer guy, Ken the Bouncer, for CCW. I did a tag match. And my first singles match, my first tag match, my first singles match was against Damian Cole. And back in the day, everybody knows him as King of the Arcade, but I remember him as the Kiss fan with combat boots.
Gracious.
Yes, red hair.
I wish you had a picture that we could show.
I'm going to be releasing actually our first singles match. I wish I had the picture too. It's just him with red hair, red beard, going like this.
We need to start using the full power of the internet, I believe. Oh, yeah. We're not. We're only using half our potential.
Oh yeah, but it was a hilarious match. It looked like we were do-si-doing half the time, and I was wearing a mask at the time, and he actually messed with the back of my clasps of my mask and got it loose, and then Itch came back out and smacked my mask off. So I was like, okay, well, there goes that gimmick. But no, I became Vinny Rattlocke, this new dimensional persona, just through needing to come up with something real quick because I lost my mask, and they wanted me in a cage match with Kenny Nash, Kevin Nash's little brother. Don't you love those gimmicks?
This is why I need a picture of this guy too. I need to see.
Don't you love those gimmicks where it's like it's so and so's little brother or so and so's sister? It's like I kind of look like this wrestler, so I'm gonna train a little bit and go with this gimmick. So,
I think we need to start bringing back watching bad wrestling. What do you say?
Oh, I have some sneakers.
Matter of fact, I know you do.
I'm working on a show. I'm working on a small tidbit for that ZABADAS Pro channel where it's going to be like Mystery Science Theater, but it's bad wrestling.
Yeah,
it's also wrestling that I can put out there, not just randomly stealing other people's stuff.
Yes, we will. I would love to watch some of that trash with you.
It's wonderful. But no, I did. I became Vinny Rattlocke real quick in a cage match. I've had so many stories. After Vinny Rattlocke, I got into Insanity Pro Wrestling. It was probably my favorite promotion in that era. Missed them so much. And what would that say? Oh, I did not know that.
Thank you for coming to the show, everybody. We are now officially the worst people alive.
I did not know that. I did not know about Kenny Nash passing away, but condolences to his family if they're watching.
I called out Buff Bagwell the other day on Twitter, and he informed me that Judy had passed, and it was an awkward moment.
Actually, Kenny Nash actually liked me enough that he was running his own little promotion at a bar, and he wanted a match with just him and me. And it was funny because when we stood up to each other, I had an inch on him. And I said, I'm bigger than the little brother. But when he did his choke slam, the ceilings were pretty low. And when he lifted me up, my head hit one of the tube lights. And it was actually my first light tube shot because I hit the light. I took the choke slam. And as I looked up, I watched the tube come straight down into my face.
Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it.
I deserve everything that happens to me. But no, it's like
goodness.
It's been an incredible ride. I went on a hiatus for 5 years, and that was a story in itself. And matter of fact, the Skull and Mortar name that you see, that's Brandon Prophet. He was doing a charity for a school, and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. And I came in as an announcer, and that was actually the first time I met you. I'll tell them about both.
We've got a couple of minutes. I know you've got to skedaddle at a certain point, and we still have an announcement.
Yes, but, I do. Yeah. What time do we have right now?
We are at 9:45, Science Man.
Still have about 15 minutes. That's good. But no, yeah, Boat Hand was a great story too. But that happened when I got after I got ostracized from most of the independent shows I was for, because I tried to do one of those speak out movements back in 2004, and that did not work out in my favor, because it was still very brother at the time. And I did a shoot at Insanity Pro, and it resulted in me getting blackballed from pretty much all of the promotions I was pretty popular in, because it became this promoter said that you said this, and it's the promoter that uses my guys versus your word, which is just you. So we're going to go with them. Yeah. What can you do? You know, you just go and find another promotion,
That's it.
Which Prophet helped me. We found Rose City Championship Wrestling in Richmond, Indiana, which is no longer around, but he brought me. It was me and one of my favorites, Dayton Suave, if you know, and we were known as the help me if I'm wrong, Brandon, because I always say it wrong. The Bastard Crew.
I think he left.
Well, I'm going to say the Bastard Crew.
He
or
probably
it was the
knew you were going to keep talking.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm one of those guys that don't know how to shut up.
I love you, Vinny Rattlocke.
I love you.
Shut up.
I hate it here. Yeah, bring that quote in. But no, and it was a fans bring a weapons match, and each of us were going to reach into a barrel and pull out the weapon. And Prophet reaches in there and he pulls out a barbed wire bat. Awesome. Dayton Suave reaches in there and he pulls out a barbed wire coat rack, no, whatever those things are that you play in tennis. Racket. A tennis racket. Oh, why is that coat rack? So this is the mind of a scientist. There's so many things in there. And then I go to reach in there. I reach in and I pull out a small toy boat. Little yellow speedboat, if you will. And I'm like, this is my weapon to bring to the match. And so the match is going on, and as I'm talking, I don't realize it, but I'm fitting my hand into the bottom of the boat because the grooves on the sides of the boat were perfect fit for my hand. And I'm just sitting there holding it, and one of the children started to yell at me, and I was like, "You need to watch your mouth, or I will do terrible things to you and your family." And I realized that I have the boat on my hand in a silly way, and I just went, "Boat hand." I don't know why. It was one of those, you had to be there, and because of that, the only way they would
just tell her you had to be there story on the cast.
Yes. And ever since then, the only way they would book me is if I was Vinny the Boat Hand Rattlocke. The Boat Hand was my source. Because of me saying Boat Hand was my Mr. Sacco. It was my Al Snow's head. It was the snake. It was all that. Like, I went to a show and I forgot the boat and they canceled my match. That's how important it was that I had to have that boat in my hand. They even did an angle where one of the evil commissioners stole my boat, turned it into, oh, you lost me, didn't you? Hold on.
I'm trying to stick it in my ear so I can hear you. It's not working.
Every time I get a call,
there you go.
Every time somebody tries to call me, I go completely mute, and it's a spam risk, so I can't hide them. But no, they took my boat, stole it, and cut it up into little pieces. And I ended up using those pieces, dumping them out on the floor, and dropping him in my F-bomb, which was the name of my finisher at the time because I was the only person allowed to drop an F-bomb at a family show.
Gracious.
So that's the boat hand story.
Well, awesome. Gracious. We have peak viewership here to talk about boat hands. So listen, clearly you're doing something right.
I still have the other half of that boat on a world. When I won,
I have an alter ego myself. When I'm playing video games, I'm Jonathan Murderpants.
Nice.
Is
it murder o'clock whenever you play?
Yeah, you know I do. I tell people it's murder o'clock, and I am Jonathan Murderpants, and you have just been murdered. And that's the thing. So it's okay. Boat hands, maybe Vinny Boat Hands and Jonathan Murderpants will tag team one day.
Hey.
But in the meantime, we've got these shitty gimmicks to work with, so we'll work with them. And with these shitty gimmicks, we have a big announcement to make.
Yes, we do.
So Schwartzy, as you see, has a very full schedule coming up. That full schedule this week. No, Drew, he's not eating shit today. Get with the program.
We got to keep Drew on.
He's
not Drew on.
No,
okay?
He's not eating.
Drew, don't go away. These are flaming hot Doritos. They're very hot. I don't like spicy stuff. Drew, just stay with us, okay?
No. Stop prostituting yourself. So Schwartzy will not be able to be at this show tomorrow and Monday. Schwartzy was going to cancel this show. I said, Schwartzy's on a plane. Can't do it. They don't even let you turn him out on the plane. So, yes, Drew, he's eating shit. So I was not able to make it. But then my homie Vinny over here said he'd like to step in. And look at that stupid face. What better way to fill in for this stupid face than that stupid face? Look at it. Get closer. Eat the chips closer. Closer. Get closer. Get real close for him.
I am a performing monkey.
Let them know what they're going to deal with on Thursday and Monday. Show them the goods.
Huh?
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful face will be hosting the show. Vinny Rattlocke. Wake and Bake with Rattlocke. Now with more science. He's going to have his special guests on the show. Let me get rid of that. Remington Roar and Justin Gray will be on the show. We'll talk to him. And he's got his special guest Monday, which I will have to make a graphic for you. But we've got the monster Zodiac on the show. You like Zodiac? You get along with him, right? What?
Well, Zodiac.
You choke on your poo?
Well, yes, I'm choking on the poop right now. It burns.
Well, there's an ointment for that.
No, there's no show on Friday, Drew. How long have you been here?
Oh, Drew, you got these new guys.
Drew.
They just come in.
Drew, I just did this for you, and you're gonna forget that there's no Friday show.
Son of a bitch, Drew!
You gotta strap your boots up, and get there, and be that weekend warrior that we all love.
We don't do bootstraps here, Vinny. Vinny, you can't do bootstraps. We don't do bootstraps while we're here. We don't say that.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that? Oh,
we don't say bootstraps here. But we do have Vinny. Vinny will be hosting the show for the next 2 days. He will be taking over my hosting days. Hopefully he does a good job. Everyone is here for the shit eating. Donald's excited to hear Remington roar and have a new spicy double pepperoni pizza at Pizza Hut, Rattlocke.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Drew has had a lot of concussions. We do forgive him. We love Drew.
So on Friday, Drew, I'm just going to have to randomly FaceTime you, and you just get to watch me eat something gross.
So, which brings me to another thing. I heard a little rumor that you do personal shit eatings at a personal price. If you want to FaceTime Rattlocke, he might eat some shit on the OnlyFans or some shit like that for the low price of $50 or some shit. You might do that. I don't know. There's a little rumor that we were talking about. But
it's definitely a no. But but I'll put my Cash App down at the bottom. And I'll definitely eat whatever nasty stuff you want to buy me.
Peanut butter and shrimp.
Actually, next month I'm going to be doing tastings on here with basically it's characters false characters with disgusting favorite foods.
Oh.
Like Lincoln Loud from the Loud House. It's a cartoon series that my son absolutely loves. And he likes to do a peanut butter and sauerkraut sandwich. So I'm going to try that out for real. Not real. First off, not real poo. Not real poo. Unless somebody wants me to try that monkey bean coffee, which is real poo.
I will not eat that. No. Oh, you have to do Oreos and mayonnaise.
Oreos and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Okay. See, I also heard somebody said something about it being Miracle Whip and not mayonnaise.
Is the mayonnaise too spicy for you, Rattlocke?
I'm not a mayonnaise guy for some reason.
It's too spicy.
It's gonna have that cool tangy zip.
The tangy zip of Rattlocke.
Before Drew reminds me again.
Well, Rattlocke, do you have any parting words before we let you go and you stuff shit in your mouth?
I really hope I don't botch it tomorrow.
Maybe you will. I don't know.
I mean, I've been on Botchamania twice, so.
Well, Rattlocke will be hosting the show, and you can also find Rattlocke at the ZABADAS Network. All those links are below. You can also get a sweet-ass Rattlocke Eat Shit t-shirt and support him. So he has Miracle Whip and Oreos and mayonnaise that's too spicy for him and roofing nails and a bat. That's a different comment. Okay. But, make sure he has these things. You can look in the comment section. You can go to Brainbuster Tees and buy his shit so he can eat shit for you. Rattlocke will be here the next 2 days, making sure everything. He is the babysitter. You are all required to listen to Rattlocke. He is the adult in charge. So we are all mega screwed. Thank you, Rattlocke, so much for joining the show, and thank you for hosting for us.
Thank you, Schwartzy. I hope to do you proud.
Will you do it for science?
I will do it, not just for science, but for science.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Say thank you to Rattlocke because he wasn't even supposed to really be on today. He filled in last minute for us, and it was so nice and it was so fantastic because I will not be able to be here. I have to go entertain Florida. I have to go entertain Baltimore, Maryland. I have to go entertain all the dogs and the ponies. But that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. I love to see it. You love to see it. I really appreciate you all joining me today. I do want to let you know, I just got this word in for all of you joining us. We have a show coming up. A show, Flophouse Wrestling. Flophouse Wrestling. You love to see it. That's okay. Come join us for the show, Flophouse Wrestling at Indiana Brewing Company. We have a wonderful match. A bunch of matches for you all. It'll be so nice. It'll be nice to see you all at the brewery skis. But we have a wonderful main event in particular, and that main event is sponsored by our homies at Pro Wrestling Edge. We had to take Cole Radrick out of the mix. He had a booking conflict. No big deal. We'll get him back at a later date. But we got Kevin Giza stepping in, and it'll be Kevin Giza versus MM3 versus Zodiac versus the reigning champion Jordan Dye. Jordan Dye was given 3 opponents because we've had so much time off. We've had so much time off that we had to absolutely give him we had to give 3 people opportunity. We have to make up for lost time. That's just how it has to be. Well, he did not like this. He had some shit to talk of his own. Okay? So with that being said, I was sent this video that I want to share with all of you from Flophouse Champion and local scumbag, not the good ones like Midwest Scum, but a real one, Jordan Dye.
You know, I was asked to say a few things about my match February 20th, to say a few things about my opponents on February 20th. And honestly, I didn't know what to say. I mean, what have they done to deserve the right to go toe-to-toe with me? Not one of them has done anything of Flophouse Wrestling to prove that they have earned a shot at me. But hey, that's cool. I just take what I can get, right? But it's crazy because I step into this ring right here. And this ring right here is the very ring that I started my undefeated streak at Flophouse Wrestling. No, legitimately, the very ring. I've beat guys and gals such as Braden Lee, Schwartzy, Randy West, Dominic Guarini, Mad Dog Connolly. The list goes on, baby. And it's being here just made me think, man, I beat all these guys. The 3 chumps that Flophouse is feeding me on the 20th, it should be no different. I was undefeated for a reason, fellas. I'm not going away, and this is not leaving my sight. So February 20th, y'all motherfuckers better bring your A game. Because the day is mine. February 20th will be no different. I will walk in champ, and I will walk out champ.
There it is. There it is from Jordan Dye. And I'll tell you right now, I want to say something mean. I want to say something silly. I want to rib on him, and I want to say terrible things. But the truth of the matter is he holds the title, and he's retained the title. He won it from Hoodfoot, and then when he had to retain it against Hoodfoot in the singles competition, he did so. You all know what kind of year Hoodfoot's having. That's not an easy thing to do. So I must say that Jordan Dye, you are in one tough position with 3 other people, but you're not in as tough as a position as most men. That brain of yours will probably be your greatest ally. There's a very good chance of that, but you have to look out, because I'm telling you right now, there are 2 other contenders, one of which is a man who's not gotten his due and not gotten the chance he's deserved in 20 years. And he has found a new version of himself. And you should be very scared. Scared. You need to be very scared. This is a whole new animal that's about to pop up, homie. I have not seen this version of Zodiac ever. I have not seen this exist. I have tagged with the man. I have gone toe-to-toe with the man. I have seen all the versions. I've seen him pre-mask. I've seen him with the mask. Let me tell you right now, what he is stunting on right now, what he is doing right now, whatever he's sipping on is magic juice. And that guy is big, angry, and he is very, very upset. And he is upset at himself. And that is not the kind of person. He is upset at himself for eluding his own opportunity. That is a dangerous man, because that is a determined man. I'd be very scared. There's another man who also wants to talk about opportunity. There's another man who has also wanted opportunity outside of his area. And there is a man that is walking into Flophouse, and he has no other choice in his brain but to leave with the belt. So let me tell you right now, you also better watch out for MM3.
Everybody knows that MM3 is always down for a party. But MM3 is also about his shit. Now, when I debuted at FLOPHOUSE in a private stash match, I came out as Mickey Knuckles' replacement to fight Hoodfoot for the FLOPHOUSE Championship. And I ain't even gonna cap. I fumbled the bag. But you won't catch your boy lacking twice. You see, the next time I came out was at Shake and Bake for Thunder Kitty's 100th birthday party, and I knocked JJ Garrett the fuck out. You already know Demon Time was activated, so you already know the vibes. February 20th, I get another opportunity at the FLOPHOUSE Championship, but this time I will not be leaving empty-handed. I got 3 other opponents. The Hybrid Monster Zodiac. What a fucking beast. The current champion, Cutthroat Jordan Dye. Whatever. And it was supposed to be Cole Radrick, but apparently there's a replacement coming soon, and that's the wild card, but that's fine, because the result is going to be the same. Now, if it was a 1 fall to a finish, y'all might catch me slacking, but check this out. It's an elimination match, meaning that one of you motherfuckers got to pin me, submit me, or knock me the fuck out, and I know damn well ain't none of y'all doing that shit to your boy. So on February 20th, I will be the next FLOPHOUSE champion. That's not arrogance. It's just a fucking observation. Where the blunts at?
Where the blunts at, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 3 contenders that have sent their words. Like I said, we just got Kevin Giza in, and I'm sure we'll get words from him shortly. But my goodness, if you want tickets to the show before they're $20 at the door, you can get them for $15 each. You can look in the comment section or the description below. You can check it out. The link's there. Get yourself some tickets to FLOPHOUSE. You love to see it. February 20th at the Indiana City Brewing Company, downtown Indianapolis, / Fountain Square area. It's wonderful, a wonderful area, wonderful brews. We've got a taco truck coming out. You'll love to see it. You love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a wonderful little show, didn't we? I thought we had a wonderful show. This was a wonderful show. We don't have bad shows. We had Vinny Rattlocke fill in and give you the wonderful news, the lowdown about his life, how he got involved in professional wrestling, and he also let you know about his big story, his big news, that he's going to be hosting the show the next 2 days. And isn't that going to be fantastic? Yes, Donald, kids are allowed at FLOPHOUSE at your own discretion. At your own discretion. You can bring the kids. I'm trying to sign off. My goodness, look at me shilling my shit. Anywho, I want to thank my guests for joining the show. Vinny Rattlocke coming in a pinch. I want to thank my guests for hosting the show. It's going to be a wonderful deal. He's also going to be giving away 2 tickets to FLOPHOUSE Wrestling on Monday. So stay tuned for that. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you've all had a great time. I want to thank my sponsors. Yes, my sponsors, Pro Wrestling Edge, the good homies at Pro Wrestling Edge. Head down, look in the description, and you can find all the links to all their awesome shit. They're available on all major podcasts. Dan O'Mac and the boys, always talking about professional wrestling all over the Midwest, getting some of them sweet interviews in, and you feel like you're hanging out. It feels like you're there. You feel like you're with the boys. So go check them out. And they also have got Edge of the Mind podcast with Dan O'Mac coming out real soon. I can't wait to hear it. He just recorded his first episode. Woohoo! I'm so excited to add another podcast into my mix. Oh, speaking of podcasts that is in my mix, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. Oh, you love to see them too. You should head on over to Google Podcasts. Go like and get notified by them and let them know when they're going to have their new episodes. But check out their backlogged episodes. They've got a whole bunch of wonderful stuff. Yes, Booker the Dog. Yes, bunch of wonderful episodes backlogged, and you can listen to them. Yes, go ahead, give them a listen, and you'll be notified when the new episodes come on. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. If you want to get yourself a little bit of Wake and Bake merchandise, head on over to our Brainbuster Tees store. That's right, Brainbuster Tees. You can get a shirt, a hoodie, a mug, some shit like that. It'll be wonderful. You can also get a Rattlocke Eats Shit shirt over at Rattlocke's store over at Brainbuster Tees. You can support him so he has poopies to eat all the time. I want to thank Jackie. Jackie sending over that wonderful donation. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Really helps out the show. If you too enjoy the show, if you just want to kick over a little donation, if you don't want the $25 a week sponsorship, I understand. You can join us over at PayPal and Cash App and kick a couple bucks my way. Greatly appreciate it. Helps out the show. We really appreciate you so much. You can also just share us, subscribe to us, and like us on any of the platforms you're listening to. Because, you know, just joining Schwartzy means the world to me. It means the world to me. And you know what? When I have the world in my hand, it gives me a lot of love in my heart. A lot of love in my heart. And when I have all this love in my heart, I just gotta say, nobody's going to love you like Schwartzy.